Hello everyone, this is Sankar Bhusal and you are watching my YouTube channel. Today I am going to explain about Ohm's law with its statement, importance and application, even verification also we going to perform. It's very important topic for your examination, for your any kind of application in electrical and electronic fields. Okay, now let's see its statement. Ohm's law, actually Ohm's law state that the applied potential difference or voltage across a circuit is directly proportional to flow of current through that circuit. Okay, so supply voltage or potential difference in a circuit is directly proportional to the current flow through it. Okay, but this statement only works at constant physical parameter. That's mean under the constant temperature. Only at the constant temperature or all physical parameter remains. The proportionality constant, after it the proportionality constant is resistance, which actually can provided by the circuit resistance or load resistance. That's mean by the circuit or load. Okay, so let's see the formula of this Ohm's law. V proportional to I, or V equal IR, where V is supply voltage, I is current flow through circuit, and R is circuit constant called resistance. That is called resistance. Okay, so here we saw the formula V equal IR, but this Ohm's law can state in so many ways, that is in three ways. That first, V proportional to I, the applied voltage in a circuit is proportional to current flow through the circuit, and in the second way I equal V by R and R equal V by I. Okay, so here we have three formulas of Ohm's law statement. Even Ohm's law can state in three ways that we discussed first one already, and now look at the second one. How we can state the Ohm's law in this second case? We can state the Ohm's law according to second case, that the current flow in a circuit is directly proportional to the applied voltage across that circuit and inversely proportional to the resistance of the circuit. Current flow in a circuit is directly proportional to applied voltage across the circuit and inversely proportional to the resistance of circuit. Okay, that's mean the current flow through the circuit is directly proportional to applied voltage. That is I equal to V by R. Okay. Through this statement, we can determine the unknown current if we already know the value of voltage and resistance. Okay, don't forget that Ohm's law only work at constant physical parameter. That's mean constant temperature. Okay. So, according to third one, that the ratio of applied voltage in a circuit and current flow through it is equal to a constant is called resistance of circuit. That is R equal V by I. So here through this formula we can determine the value of unknown resistance if we know the value of voltage or potential difference and the value of current flow through it. For determine the value of unknown resistance, the value of voltage can determine by using parallel voltmeter, or which is also called shunt voltmeter, and the value of current can be determined by using series ammeter. Okay, series ammeter. Actually, the Ohm's law only works at constant temperature or constant physical parameters. So don't forget to apply this term with your statement that the Ohm's law only can works in constant physical parameter. At the constant physical parameter, the applied voltage is directly proportional to current flow through it, or in other case, the current flow through the circuit is directly proportional to applied voltage at the constant temperature or constant physical parameters. Okay, because if temperature changes in the circuit, so it causes to increase or decrease the value of resistance. That depend on the thing that is called temperature coefficient. Okay, some metals are positive temperature coefficient, most of the metals are positive temperature coefficient, and few are negative temperature coefficient. That's every semiconductor material are negative temperature coefficient. That's mean under the increasing of temperature, the value of resistance decreases, or that works like more and more good conductor. Okay, so such kind of material are called negative temperature coefficient, and some material which resistance increases under the increasing of temperature or heat are called positive temperature coefficient. Okay, such as copper, aluminium, etc. There are three terms used in Ohm's law, V, I and R. V equal to IR. Okay. We can determine the value of voltage drop through this formula. Voltage drop. Okay. Or applied voltage. And in other case, I equal to V by R, and the third formula, R equal to V by I. Different formula are used to determine different values, different electrical parameters such as voltage. We mean voltage, here V is voltage, I is current and R is resistance. Okay, R is resistance. Now look at the units. What are the unit of these formulas? Unit of voltage. Voltage is volt. The unit of voltage is volt. Can measured by voltmeter. Connect in shunt connection or parallel connection. Connects in shunt or parallel. Look at the next one, current. The unit of current is ampere. In short, it can write like AMP, ampere, and can measure by ammeter, which is connect in series. Connects in series. Okay. And third one is R. The unit of R is R, which is called resistance. The unit of resistance is ohms. Okay. Okay, everyone. Let's clear the concept of statement of Ohm's law by mean of flow of fluid. Okay. So there are two tanks. Look at here. There are two tanks. They are filled. One is partially filled by water or fluid, and the first one is completely filled by the fluid. Look at here. If this is completely filled by the fluid, the height will be much greater than the second one case. The height is very greater than the second one case. In this case, you know everyone, in this case the flow of water, the pressure to flow of water will be high. The pressure of flow of water will be high due to high head of fluid. Okay. So head is much greater in this case, so pressure will also be much more. Okay. That's due to by head, high head. And look at in the second case, the value of head is extremely low here. Okay, because tank is not completely filled, that is partially like empty. That's why the pressure will be very less in the drain side. The pressure will be extremely less. So it depends. The pressure of flow of or the flow of water is depend on the head of fluid. Okay. Similarly, we can compare the flow of water through electricity flow of current by the head is just like voltage, okay, and the flow of water is just like flow of electricity, current, electron current, okay, and the diameter of the pipe is denotes to resistance, okay. Here height denotes to voltage, here flow of water denotes by the current, and the thickness of pipe circuit resistance, okay. So in the case of electricity, if we increase the value of voltage according to Ohm's law, that cause to increase the value of current V R I. So voltage or the current is directly proportional to voltage and inversely proportional to the resistance, okay. Look at here, as the higher head provide you high flow of water, similarly higher potential provides high value of current, okay. And look at here, as the thickness of pipe cause to increase the flow of water, similarly the value of resistance, if we decrease the value of resistance, that cause to increase the diameter or increase the flow of current through the circuit, cause to increase the current, okay. If we got in comparison between electricity and flow of water. Now move for the verification, how we can verify the Ohm's law, okay. Okay everyone, so for the practical or verification, we get few instruments such as this multimeter or this one is used to measure current, the value of current which is connected in series, okay. Actually this is called clamp meter, that's why it can measure the current by clamping by keeping the wire under this hollow part, okay. This can measure the value of current. The second multimeter is used to measure voltage, okay. Third, we have a voltage regulator through which we can reduce or increase the value of applied voltage to the load, which cause to increase or decrease the value of current. If we increase the value of applied voltage, cause to increase the value of current, that we can measure by this instrument, and you can observe in its display. So look at here, I am going to increase the value of voltage, okay everyone. Now look at on the display of meters, here we going to take reading of voltage, and here we going to get the reading of current. The value of voltage is extremely less, like 80, 82, 83, okay. Under this voltage the value of current is extremely low. The value of current is extremely low, that is 0.1, nearly to 0.1. Actually in this testing, in this verification, we will take two reading of current because we doesn't have such kind of ammeter that can measure sharp value of current, okay, or we will not get a smooth verification in current. So now I am going to increase the value of voltage, okay. Look at here, now the voltage going to smoothly increases, that become 200. Now look at the value of current for this value of voltage, okay, 0.2. It reaches at 0.2 approximate value. Now I am again going to decrease the value of voltage. Look at here, Okay, now show this meter. Cost to increase, it cost decrease the value of current. At 92 or nearly 100 volt, the value of current is extremely less. Everyone, so here we prove Ohm's law by getting the different value of current under the different value of voltage. As we going to increase the value of voltage, cost to increase the value of current, and under the decreasing of value of voltage, it costs to decreasing the value of current. So how you like this video? If you like my video, just share, comment and subscribe, and don't forget to hit bell icon. That's why you will get personal notification of my latest video. Thank you.